Good evening, everyone. This is Lady Scarlet, and I'm going to do the finish up the fire signs with Sagittarius, which I share a lot of qualities with since my ascending and moon is Sagittarius, and I have a lot of fire in my chart. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually interested in this, because of all that Sag in my chart. So I thought I would do supernatural because I know just by what's happening with me that a lot of Sagittarius are kind of going through some different experiences than a lot of the people around them. There's a lot of ascension happening with a lot of people, awakening, ascension, clearing out a lot of negative energies. And remember, in this month, we do have a full moon coming up on the 7th, and we've had a lot of very emotional times and releasing happening, but we also have Saturn and Pluto influences coming up, and so that's going to be a lot of clearing out, a lot of truths being told, whether you're telling people or people telling you, a lot of hidden information coming out. That includes legal, official kinds of, governmental kinds of things too. But also, somebody that you haven't heard from in a while may call you and confess some things to you. So some strange things are going to happen. And Sagittarius, a lot of times, is kind of like an island out there from other folks. It's a very interesting sign. And so, and I know because, like I said, I have a lot of Sagittarius on my chart. I also want to remind everyone this is a collective read. So I'm reading all the energies that are coming in. And so, take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Also, gender roles can be flipped. So, it could be masculine, feminine, non-binary, but everybody's got all of those things within them. I also read different kinds of relationships. So if I see those things, I will say, and I include any I just say non-trad relationships. Okay, you get my meaning. So I'll read those in if I see them. I'm also going to pull on health, career issues, money issues, things like that. It just kind of depends on what I see, you all. If I get anything in this crying bowl, I'll let you know. It just kind of depends on what the energy is tonight, you all. So I did a lot of self-care today, so hopefully that means I'm going to get some good stuff. We'll just see what happens here. Whew. And like 8 cards flipped out. We're going to try that again. This is my supernatural deck, so, funky things can happen sometimes. All right, so first card is 3 of Swords, and then we've got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse in the home position, which tells me that there's timing off in the home environment in some way. 7 of Swords in the near future position, and then the connector from current or recent past to the outcome is the Devil. And then we have 4 of Wands in reverse. So I do see that some of you probably are breaking up. Your home environment is breaking up in some way. You're moving, they're moving. Something is happening. Some kind of family situation is definitely happening. So let me get one more card for the outcome. All right, and we do have the Star card right side up. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the 9 of Wands in reverse. So there's been a situation where you stood your ground, and it seems like you don't have to do that anymore. And then 9 of Pentacles, so it seems like a lot of you have recently become single and strong, so you've maybe completed a cycle, but we'll see if we get the World card there. 2 of Cups, so maybe you all have left one relationship for another, left a lot of heartbreak behind, worked through a lot of pain and difficulty. And then the 6 of Swords, so definitely that's movement, right? Definitely movement. And then maybe that's also working on fixing some financial difficulties, or you were out in the cold and now you're not. But we'll clarify and see what comes up. I know some of that definitely resonates with me as I'm thinking about it. I'm going to clarify with my Welcome to Night Vale deck just because it's been resonating so well with me lately. Let's clarify this 3 of Swords. I get for some of you that maybe had multiple partners, that one of those situations split up, and maybe for someone you recently lost someone in some way. Okay, I'm not going to elaborate because I feel like for some of you that's very triggering. So I'm just going to say, my heart is with you, love and light to you. Some of you are grieving over a loss. And that is a very difficult thing, I know. I've faced a lot of grief in my lifetime too, so there are no correct words other than I'm sending love and light to you, okay? So let's find out about this Three of Swords that is in the current or recent past. So some of you may not have dealt with it yet, and some of you have already gone through it, okay? Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. Can you please clarify this Three of Swords for Sagittarius? All right, so yeah, some of you had a tower moment, you know, with just things were, you know, you were very, this is an Aries card and it's in reverse, so the Emperor in reverse, so not in your personal power. You know, the Emperor cannot drive his chariot if he's in reverse, right? He is, you know, the Chariot card, it's the Emperor that's driving that. So yeah, this was for some of you, this was a karmic situation and you were completing a cycle. You were learning a lesson. For some of you, a lot of conflict and a lot of hidden truths. Like I said, a lot of hidden truths coming out. So some of you have kind of gone through some of that cycle where there was a lot of confessions and a lot of truths coming out. Maybe some of you spoke your truth. And actually, I just swallowed difficulty. So maybe I'm going to grab my coffee really quick because that made my throat hurt. Often readers will get, if there's a throat chakra issue, our throats will get a little bit choked up, or we'll get like a little, you know, lump in our throat. So some of you spoke your truth. And now you're, you know, you're dealing with that. The bottom of the card is Two of Swords. So absolutely, some of you, there was a stalemate issue or hidden truths that came out. Because that's in reverse now, and right underneath it, High Priestess, King of Swords, Truth Teller, right? Hierophant in reverse. So those that definitely caused some split ups. You know, something that, you know, now you've been healing. Now, some of you may not have gone through this yet, but you will. You know, like I said, there's a Seven of Pentacles in reverse in your home spot. And so that could mean that, you know, that it was a divine timing issue, or that, you know, the timing was off for certain situations and it required some healing and a tower moment to rebalance everything to make the timing be correct, right? Look, if you're on the wrong path, your spirit guides, ancestors, angels, elders, whoever, you know, whoever you consider is watching over you, will direct you on that path in whatever way they need to. And sometimes that is a tower moment, okay? So let's clarify this Seven of Pentacles in reverse in your home environment. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Can I please get some clarifiers for this Seven of Pentacles in reverse? I do get the sense that some of you had a major tower moment, and then, you know, it's kind of like the Phoenix Rising. You really had a spiritual awakening as well. Maybe your intuition was blocked, and now you're seeing things. Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, Ten of Swords. So one thing ended, one thing is not ended. One relationship ended, one did not. So for those of you who might be in E&M or polyamorous situations, one relationship ended and one did not. Or there's one that you're failing to make a decision about. With the Empress here, I'm getting that for some of you, the relationship ended with maybe the mother of your children or a person that you shared child-rearing duties with. Nine of Cups. So you're more single than you were, but you're not exactly single. I'm keeping them sideways because that's how they fail. So that's interesting, but I just felt like that was the way that they were supposed to be. So some of you might actually be single now, and you might be on your own. You might either be the Empress with the children, or you might just be in your Empress energy. That is a Taurus sign, so some of you may have been dealing with a Taurus sign or an Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So Four of Cups. You know, that's that offer coming in, and that's on top of the Seven of Swords. So this offer coming in, if you have a new offer coming in, it might not really be legit. Knight of Cups. Yeah. very emotional person. That's typically cups are water signs, you know, so Pisces, Scorpio. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the other water sign off the top of my head right now? Cancer. So it could be one of those water signs, but they might be a little bit, it might be too emotional for you at the moment with what you've just gone through. So, you know, it might feel like too easy for you. And there's the Page of Wands in reverse. So you might just feel like maybe like they're not giving you the whole truth. And because you've been in a situation where you really respected the truth, look, you felt like you were blindfolded and you feel like you just broke free. So you don't really want to be tied down in the same way again. And so you're really much more discerning than you were. And just like, no, I'm not walking back into a situation like that. It also could be this person that you just broke free from saying, oh, I've changed, I've changed, I've changed. Here's this offer. And you're like, no, thank you. I am not walking back into that because this has happened before. This is a repeated cycle. And I've had my tower moment. I feel balanced, which might be why these cards are doing this like this, right? That's a balance for you. And I'm really getting that strongly, that you're feeling balanced and in your power, and you really don't want to go back. Even though you're grieving maybe the breakup of a family situation. You know, or people that felt like family to you for some people, okay? Maybe it was a situation where people felt like family for you. It was very, very close friendships, and you have broken free of that. I'm getting that for some of you. And for some of you, this, you know, you're at a distance from these people. I don't have any cards indicating that. It's just a feeling that some of you are at a distance from these people. So, you know, it could be online, or it could be just, you know, location distance. And clarify the Devil, please. And that is in that connecting your current or recent past to outcome. And I'm getting a sense from that you like broke the shackles, that there was a lot of demands and obligations in the situation you were in. So some of you could have left a job where there was a lot of demands and obligations, and you were like, no, and they just kept putting more on you, and you are like, no, thank you. I'm going to do something else that is more in line with what I want to do. So, yeah, so Three of Swords. The swords are falling out. The Hierophant in reverse, as we had at the bottom of the deck earlier. The Devil. I mean, come on. So some of you maybe had relationships going on at the same time. I don't want to say third party because I feel like it was really clear. So some of you may have polycules. I'm picking that up really strongly. But for some of you, it was you had somebody kind of waiting in the wings that you were interested in, but you hadn't made a move yet. Or maybe you had expressed interest to each other. Okay, I'll just say it that way. No judgment. I'm just saying that's what I'm seeing. Four of Wands in reverse, and that is connecting your near future to your outcome. And so, either way that you put the Four of Wands, you still get 11-11. So you're still on the right path, even though Four of Wands in reverse is, Four of Wands upright is like completion. And so it's like breaking apart what you thought maybe was completion and what you thought maybe was your happiness. You figured out that it wasn't, right? It also signifies some kind of movement in some direction for one of the parties, okay? That's what I'm picking up. And, in the cut, I keep getting, that you took a risk to really get to that happiness, that you really started to figure out what it was. And I do get, for some of you, that you probably left the job for a different one or a different opportunity. And for some of you, it was an opportunity that fell in your lap. Some of you are really in your head about a job and you haven't left it yet, and you're really looking for something else. Or you're studying to get a different job, like whenever you graduate or complete the certification or whatever it is that you're going to get this other job. So yeah, some of you are really wanting that, stability of your income and to be able to be a provider. Getting that in a lot of different ways. Lots of Pentacles cards coming up. Yeah, you just felt like you were putting too much into it and not getting enough out of it. And that could be relationship related for some of you, or job related. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Angels. Can I please get... Woo! Jumping out. So, Temperance. So some of you... I'm getting that some of you prayed for the right answer and you got the answer. 1111, you know, those are angel numbers as well. You might look, you're on the right path, right? So for some of you, absolutely, your guides pushed you in the right direction by creating a tower moment. Okay. For some of you, it was, you know, you prayed for guidance and got it, right? For some of you, you patiently waited for this. For some of you, you were craving balance, and that's what happened, right? Some of you came into your spirituality and had an awakening. This is the Archangel Michael card. You know, and there with 1111, it really, you know, I mean, for me, that's significant. Okay, I'll just tell you that. Seven of Wands, you're defended and protected. I mean, look at the, I mean, that kind of looks like angel wings, right? Kind of. You're defended and protected. You're divinely protected. Hanged Man. So, you know, you're cool. You're just waiting. You're sitting pretty. You don't need to do anything. You are divinely protected and you are on the right path. And I think that's why you have the Star card in the outcome here. It's Jack from Supernatural. Poor Jack. Anyway, so for some of you, you know, this is also an Aquarius card, so you might have been dealing with an Aquarius or might be dealing with an Aquarius, but more importantly, you know, that's wish fulfillment. And so, you know, what I'm seeing is that the tower moment really created for you the opportunity to fulfill your dreams. Okay. At the bottom, you have the Six of Wands. You know, some of you might be getting in the public eye, maybe doing something online, or you're well known in your community, or gosh, I don't know, you could be well known larger than that. Maybe you're famous. I don't know. But it's also about, you know, a victorious moment. You know, you feel like you have achieved something. You know, maybe some of you graduated or completed some kind of certification or training or something like that. So definitely wish familiar. I'm putting that down there, even though it's at the bottom of the deck. I just feel like it's really significant here because it was a major wish fulfillment for you. An Ace of Pentacles. So some of you stepped into spiritual gifts as well. And I will just disclose that definitely happened for me. My intuition was locked down for a while and I found out what was happening and I had an ascension, and I'm very, very Sagittarius, even though Taurus is my sun sign. So, I'm just telling you, like, some of you are stepping into spiritual gifts. For others of you, your income is changing. Your income is about to change dramatically. And because Ace of Pentacles is not just a little bit of money. I mean, a lot of money can be different for different people. Okay. So take that as it resonates. But for a lot of you, this is stepping into spiritual gifts. And I'm putting that down there because it's really, really important. You're stepping out of disappointment. You're much, much more hopeful now. Thank you, ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. Can we please clarify the star for our Sagittarians? Whew, that was a lot of cards. I'm going to do that again. Let's shuffle again. Yeah, some of you took a risk and it really paid off for you. A leap of faith, if you will. And that really created your star moment, you know. And I get that some of you, I really get that, like, somebody watching this, like, this is really specific. Like, somebody just got really famous. Somebody just got really well known. Like, you're magical right now. And very, very charming and attractive, and people are just like wanting your time, which is really cool. Like, congratulations for you. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Yeah. So yeah, messages about money, messages about income. You know, people are going to be. This is also the apprentice and learning a new craft. And so if you're stepping into your spiritual gifts, you're learning about those, right? If it's learning a new job, or taking on a new career field, you know, if you just graduated or completed a training certification, you still have to do that on the job training. So this will resonate differently for different people, but I'm getting a lot of different energies coming in. So I'm trying to get to them all. And, definitely a lot of you. So again, Four of Wands in reverse, but remember, Four of Wands, no matter how you crack it, it's still going to be 11-11. And so that moment, So you guys still haven't quite completed the cycle. There's still a couple of attachments, negative attachments that are close to you that are, I mean, they are vying for your attention. You're going to have to learn how to, I'm going to say it, you got to say no. I know that you're like super Sagittarius Sagittarian, but like, I mean, I get it, but you're going to have to say no to some people, because everybody's going to want your attention and you can't give it all to everyone, right? So let's clarify a little bit more on that Four of Wands. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, can we please get more clarification on this Four of Wands in reverse and why it has shown up twice for us? Tell me what that Four of Wands is. Woo! Oh, well, okay. Star, yes, we know that. But also, yeah, some hidden truths. You figured some stuff out, and it really rocked your world. But it put you on the right path, and that's very, very important. Somebody that was really flaky, lying, cheater, whatever, you figured them out. And now you're, like, done and out of there. Ten of Cups, I mean, like I said, it turned everything upside down for you. But it also put you on the right path. King of Cups, so you rescinded an offer of love. You took it back. You said, nope, I'm not doing this. You also have Ten of Pentacles in reverse, so it did, like, but it put you in a healing moment. And you stopped communication. This is Eight of Wands in reverse. Two of Pentacles, but it created a lot of balance for you. I love the Two of Pentacles card in this deck, by the way. And look at it. All of the numbers are infinity symbols. Okay. I love that. But it created a balance for you. But you may have felt like time stood still, right? You may have felt that. But you stood your ground. You're not backing down. Oh, that Tom Petty song. And I'll stand my ground. Won't back down. Yeah, that just came to mind. So you're creating different partnerships. Things are coming towards you. You've got a lot of options. You know, you're discerning, you know, you're done with those karmic situations, but there's still a couple of negative attachments, and you got to watch the new negative attachments that are coming in that are going to want to be close to you, because there's going to be like so many people that want your time and your energy, and you've got to protect your energy. I'm going to do, I'm just moving some cards out of the way because I want to pull my personal deck and get some information for you. I'll leave the base cards out, but I'm going to pull these out of the way because there's a lot of cards up here. So let me get my personal deck and do some clarification. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. Can we please get some more clarification for Sagittarius? Yeah, you are really in communication with your spirit guides right now, or whoever your guides are. I mean, it's a little bit, some of us call them different things, okay? You know, for me, I've got angels, ancestors, spirit guides, midway creatures. Some people call them elders, celestial beings. I mean, there's lots of different light beings, some people call them. So there's lots of different words for them. Whoever yours are, you're really in communication with them, and you are on this yeah, Sagittarius. You might need turquoise. That's a Sagittarius energy stone. And then you're on this spiritual journey. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So, you know, break the shackles. You know, it's opened up. I mean, you know, your intuition is on point right now. Earth Star chakra. I mean, that's the 0 chakra. So that's the super root underneath your root chakra. Earth goddess, foundation of the energy system, your anchor, Earth's core, stability, well-being, the whole of humanity. So you might be an energy healer, Sag. Some of you, you know, you might be a hands-on healer. Yeah, I deserve the best in the cut. So you keep getting some of the same cards in the cut too. It's like they got a message for you. Yeah, timing was off. Remember I said you had that set, you've got that 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Timing was off for one of the relationships that you were in. See, the other one is I deserve the best. So you're getting the same cards in the cut. You know, yeah, you know, taking care of business, respect Aretha Franklin, taking care of business, and, you know, it's the be a queen. I mean, Empress energy, but, you know, take that as it resonates, because, you know, there's not necessarily gender in tarot. It's just you might be in your divine feminine right now. When respect isn't being served at the table, you get the F up and walk off, right? Making that money, honey. So, you know, I do see you having some success on some level in some arena, whatever your chosen arena is. Somebody has hell to pay. So somebody's going to get some karmic stuff back to them because you're done. You're not dealing with it anymore because you deserve the best. Yeah. They screwed up. Somebody lied, cheated, betrayed, had horrible communication skills, right? What would an angel say the devil wants to know? You know, so I'm getting a lot there just in the cuts, but let's clarify with some cards. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. I do not demand, I command respect and admiration. So somebody was really demanding and commanded a lot, and you're like, nah, I'm not doing that. I've had enough, right? Somebody may be narcissistic, or abusive in some way, mentally abusive in some way, is what I'm picking up. So, you know, good for you for breaking the chains, because that is a difficult situation to get away. You're either the saint or the sinner in that situation, and they're either the hero or the victim. I mean, it's just no other way around it. And, you know, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but, you know, if you've broken free of that, I'm very happy for you, because that is a huge liberation. I am afraid of the truth, but I'm afraid to be honest. So this person just wouldn't be honest with you, but your intuition opened up and you started seeing the truth. You started seeing it and you were like, I can't do this anymore. Because they were commanding, demanding, and you're like, that's, you know, it could have been a twin flame. And a lot of times, you know, twin flames will attract and then repel, attract and repel. And you only come together when you're both healed. So you can't be with your twin flame if they're not healed yet. It just doesn't work that way. And it might be years and years and years that you attract and repel. And then one or both of you will get in different soul connections with other people. But you know, so they say there's only one twin flame ever for you in your whole soul's lifetime. Look, I don't know all the answers, but I know, look, I know who my twin flame is, and I'm like PISSED off about it. I'm like, why? I am not going to be with that person in this lifetime. There's no way, because there's no way they're going to heal. And I know it. And it's okay, because I am with someone who is very, very good to me and is a soulmate and is wonderful to me. So I have zero regrets. But I was like, when I figured out that was my twin flame, I was like, ugh. No. So you might be feeling that about your twin flame right now. Like, why is it this person that makes me crazy and isn't honest and, you know, doesn't pony up? Like, I'm giving all this stuff and I'm getting nothing. So you got the Irreplaceable by Beyonce card. You must not know about me. I can have another you by tomorrow. Baby, drop them keys. Hurry up before the taxi leaves. Get out. But this is also about believing in yourself. And that inner divine feminine, right? Let's get a couple more clarifiers. Getting real strong that some of you Sagittarians are really stepping into your intuition, deductive skills, and just overall. I like me better when I'm with you. There is somebody that you know, falling in love. So somebody's falling in love. I attract that which I deserve from the universe. So karma is turning that wheel around to send you a soul connection that is much more healthy. Yeah, listen to your intuition. Let go of that other situation. Someone from your past has a message, but listen to your intuition, because this is a time to move forward. Soul guides, spirit guides, angels, ancestors may be giving you a lot of messages right now. You might be getting a lot of downloads. Soul star, soul's destiny, karmic blueprint. This is like the phoenix rising. Spiritual wisdom. This is the 8th chakra, so it's above your 7th chakra, above your crown. Okay. Past lives, so you might be digging into your Akashic records or things like this, but this is also about purifying and sanctifying your soul to get ready for all those spiritual gifts, because we have to be very, very balanced to be able to use our spiritual gifts. Divine love also. So look, the universe is sending you somebody who's going to be good to you, and some of you have already met them and know who it is and know who I'm talking about. But really, call me HBIC. This is the Sit Still Look Pretty by Dia card. Boss energy, you know, autonomy, divine feminine, goddess energy. Call me HBIC. I love you unconditionally. Yeah, this is a good one, this new one coming in. You know, I see them being very, very sweet and giving, and we'll give and take, right? So some of you, it could be a Leo for some of you, but that's also, you know, Leo is attributed to the Sun card or the Strength card. So playful. This is the study stone. So remember, I was talking about some of you are studying. You've got to study your gifts. Focus. Wash away feelings of possessiveness. It's commitment to task at hand. Keeping sight of important things. And then Pisces energy. This is the aquamarine card. So some of you could have been dealing with Pisces. This is creativity, hope, courage, emotional clarity, being cool-headed, calm and composed, faithful, and good communication skills, right? And at the bottom you have citrine, which is the Sagittarius card. And it says, or another one of the Sagittarius cards, it says warm, positive energy, embodies sunshine, restorative, vitality, illumination, prosperity. So definitely some of you are having that illumination moment, you know. And here's that criminal Fiona Apple hell to pay card. Yeah. So definitely this was, you know, that card. And look, I deserve the best again at the bottom of the deck. So somebody's all by themselves and they are not liking it at all. So, you know, could be a Virgo for some of you. But it says run the other direction away from that person. I didn't say it. I would never tell anybody to leave anybody. Like, you have free will. You can do whatever you want. So, could be Gemini, Libra for some of you. But definitely these were soul connections, and some of them were karmic partner lessons. Some of them could have been false flames as well. But your crown's getting activated. And also solar plexus. Your intuition is correct. Listen, what is meant for you will not pass you by. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. It's been a long and lonely winter, but here comes the sun. The ice is slowly melting. Right? Yeah, definitely could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn for some of you. Taurus energy right under. So some of you definitely a Taurus. Moldavite under. That's basically the tower of my deck, the Moldavite card. That's also about a phoenix rising, and it's clearing the path and creating balance. It's about fortune, ascension, you know, accelerating your spiritual and emotional journey. This person may miss you and they may play on your heartstrings, but do not. You need to listen to your intuition about what is good for you. Again, you have free will. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want, but listen to your gut. Remember, if it's in your chest, it's anxiety. If it's in your gut, that's intuition, right? So let's also, I'm going to clear these out and ask my personal oracle deck to give us some practical advice. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Can we get some practical advice for our Sagittarians? I'm seeing a plane for some of you. So some of you might be taking a trip sometime very, very, very soon. I'm seeing it like on the takeoff. That could be moving. So I feel like some of you might be going to another country. Or coming back from another country. You know, go anyway, regardless, you're going to another country from where you're at. But some of you are definitely taking a trip. Ooh, I'm seeing like clothes being thrown. There was clothes and stuff being thrown. Like there was a big, huge fight. Big, huge fight. Ooh, even somebody burned some things. Ooh, bad juju. Like, ooh, don't do that. I mean, I get that. Like, if you still have something of someone's and it's giving you, like, some bad energy and there's no way to give it back to them that's, like, an appropriate way, you might burn it. I mean, I have something of someone's that was a very, very toxic energy, and I'm considering what the safest thing to do with it is. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to, like, just drive down the road and throw it out the window. I just haven't decided. Because sometimes, you know, those things will find you again. Like, if you don't just destroy it. So, I get it. I'm seeing some things being burned, though. And I'm also seeing, like, a horse. Or a couple of horses, yeah. So, some of you, however that resonates. If you're seeing horses, that might be that you're on your right path. And also, some of you might have been seeing 1111, or I'm getting 1212 is popping up in my head. Also, today, I think, numeric, what is today? 3/4/23. Also, 4/11 might be important. Might be important as a date. You know, it's not too far away. But it also could be angel numbers. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Can we get some oracle cards for our Sagittarians? Well, that focus did me some good today, you all. This is, I had a lot of downloads as I was doing your read. Okay, so don't freak out, but this is the 666 card. It's not bad. It doesn't mean devil. It just means alter your focus, ground yourself, growth and development, which really is just saying, hey, your read was pretty right on, right? Learning is a result of listening. So sometimes we just need to sit and listen. That might just be sitting outside and listening to what's up. It might be listening to music. You know, songs might be really resonating with you right now. I was like flipping the stations the other day and everyone, I was like, shut up. Like somebody sending me messages, stop it. Hydrate and eat healthy. If you're coming in your divine gifts, you have got to hydrate. When I am channeling and things, I am so thirsty afterwards, and I was getting dehydrated. And so you really need to eat really very unprocessed. You need to eat really healthy, do some, you know, spiritual balance type exercises like yoga, tai chi, some stretching, some, you know, taking a walk, things like that. Obsessions and addiction. So somebody might be dealing with those things, either with the people that they were dealing with or you yourself. So it's a call to, you know, if you're stepping into your spiritual gifts and you have addictions, you know, find some help, okay? You want to fly, you got to give up the shit that weighs you down. That's a Toni Morrison quote. And I love that quote so much. You have to give up the stuff that's weighing you down. You've got to cut out those negative attachments because they will block your gifts. Absolutely. Speaking from experience, okay? And the last one I got is read and learn, which you basically got. You know, learning is a result of listening, but reading and learning, you know, learn about your gifts and what they mean and how to activate them, okay? On the bottom is, it may not be your fault what happened, but it is your responsibility to heal, okay? I'm going to pull an animal totem for you. Let's see what Sagittarius gets in the animal totems. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Going to place an animal totem for our Sagittarians. Whew. Getting that a bunch of them want to flip out. Sagittarians are very different across the board, which is probably why I got a lot of different energies, and a lot of them are very intuitive and spiritual, and so there was a lot of downloads coming. I'm getting somebody in a red dress or robe or something. And I got a name, Abby or Abigail. Okay, so we got dog. And here is the picture. It's a pretty cool picture. I don't even know if I've looked at all of these and I'm like, I don't remember this one. Devotion, protection, and service. Dogs have long been the domesticated companions and servants of humans. They have also frequently been sacrificed for the benefit of a master or group. Northwest Native American myths describe dogs carrying out various tasks for the glory of their masters. Western Himalayan peoples annually sacrifice dogs to protect themselves against disease or misfortune. In the mountainous regions of Japan, villagers would importune the gods for black rain-filled clouds by sacrificing a black dog. That just made me think of Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, like immediately. So if that's resonating with you for some reason, some of you might have dogs, and they are devoted. I mean, look, dogs are so... I love my dog, Dax. She is a sweetheart, and she definitely protects this house. She is a tiny, tiny little savage beast, though, right? She would not let anything happen to us or come near us. She warns us. Our yard is caught on fire twice, and she has barked until one of us has figured out what was going on. She definitely protects us, and I love her. I'm going to pull 3 runes for you. So, ooh, Dag. Okay, that one is sideways. I'm going to leave it sideways. Okay. Dag is absolutely wonderful. So let me find... Awaz, and I think Dag is near... Yeah. Okay, so Dag, this one actually cannot be in a reverse position. It's always a good rune, and it's symbolic of increase and growth. Major period of increase and prosperity often introduced by this rune. No negative aspects, and even in a negative reading, it shows that you possess the inner strength to turn your situation around if only you will utilize it. When it is paired with delay runes, which it's not really, it alleviates their negativity, pointing to an eventual victory over obstacles. The growth symbolized by this rune is slow but steady rather than overnight success. Therefore, as the changes are happening, you may not notice them, but one day you wake up and things will look much brighter. So it can indicate that though you're constant dwelling upon problems or obstacles, you are drawing those things to you. So self-fulfilling prophecy. So because you have manas, it's not actually in reverse, it's sideways. So it's just really telling you that you need to think about things differently. You need to change your outlook, change your mindset, and that will help your situation. Self-fulfilling prophecy is true. If you think you're going to fail, you probably will. If you think you're going to succeed, you probably will. We can manifest things, okay? So if you're manifesting failure and you're thinking ugly about things or ugly about people, then they're probably going to be ugly towards you. So really think about your mindset. It's very important. Let's see. Sometimes drawing this rune will mark a major change in your life. You did have a tower moment. Perhaps something so radical that you will never live your life in the same way again. Again, tower moment. Usually this deals with making a new start on some level, but sometimes it shows that you must make the best of a situation over which you have no control. Things will get better, though, perhaps through an outside agency. This is especially indicated when Manas is near. So some outside agency might be able to make things better. It can also show you being exposed to a new way of life or thinking, even a religious enlightenment. Remember I said some of you are absolutely stepping into your spiritual gifts. Manas is the rune of humankind. It's a rune of interdependence, and you can expect to receive some sort of aid or cooperation regarding the problem at hand. It could very well come in the form of good advice. Sometimes it appears in reference to the individual in the reading, which would be you. In this case, it can indicate that you may be becoming too caught up in the problem to be effective in solving it. So I would say take the long view. Okay. In conjunction with negative runes, which you don't have. So time to seek out the good advice mentioned earlier and try to adopt a more positive, progressive attitude. Okay. Remember, we already said that. It can indicate now is a good time to implement any new plans, especially with Dag, okay? Let's see. Sometimes your adversary is an individual, but more often is a group of people who see fit to interfere in your business. But the runes around will show you how to deal with them, and so you don't have any delay runes, and you don't have any of those other ones. So let me see if you have... Okay, it can also indicate a way of life alien to you, perhaps a foreign country or foreign person. Often this person will hold a sexual interest for you. In an otherwise positive runecast, this can be the meaning of mana. So this is a pretty positive runecast. And remember, I said some of you might be going to a different country, or maybe the person that you were dealing with was from a different country, and you are literally sideways about this, or have been, okay? I do feel like it's coming to completion, though. It's just you have a few little negative attachments to cut. AWAS is the one that's in your outcome. It cannot be reversed. So to the ancients, the yew, which this rune symbolizes, was a powerful ally in their daily lives. It was the most important tree to the Nordic peoples, more important even than the oak, being not only the best tree for making their formidable longbows, but also the tree Yggdrasil, the great tree which forms all the 9 worlds of men and spirits in Nordic mythology. It has powerful associations with protection. Remember, I told you you are divinely protected. This is just clarifying that. It indicates that you have set your sights on a reasonable target and are well able to achieve your goals. There may be a slight obstacle in your path, but do not be too overeager to move ahead. This may not be a time when you can influence outcomes, and even a delay could prove ultimately beneficial. Okay, you are on the right path and your guides are guiding you, and if there are delays, they are meant to be there. Okay, so look ahead in your life. Foresight, perseverance and right action will help you to avoid difficulties. So most tragedies can be turned into triumph with the powers of AWAS. Okay, it will herald the solving of a matter which has remained hidden for quite some time. which was all in your reading. Literally, your runes were like your whole giant card reading wrapped up in 3 runes. It's like, wow, should I do the cards or just do 3 rune readings for everybody? I'm also going to give you some fairy dust oracles at the end of your reading because I like to end things on a light note. And the fairy dust oracle makes me very happy. And I have gotten very, very good feedback about the fairy dust oracle cards. So here we go. All right. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. Can we get some fairy cards for our Sagittarians? I'd like to get a few more for you. I get that somebody knows that they have fairy guides, and so the first one that dropped is fairy guides, and it says, whenever you are feeling blue, don't fear, the fairies are protecting you. So for those of you that have fairy guides, they want you to know that they're protecting you. They know what's up. And then you got portals, so some of you might be able to portal. Where do we play? In nature, that's where the garden gate will take you there. So some of you, that might be one of your spiritual gifts opening up, is being able to portal, which could also be channeling in a way. And that also could be like dream walking. There's a lot of things that portaling could mean. So take that however it resonates, because you'll know the answer to that, or you will know the answer to that. And then support. There is always help around. When you ask, it can be found. You do have support around you, Sagittarians. The one on the bottom says medicine, veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're good for you. Remember I said, if you're going to step into your divine powers, your spiritual gifts, you definitely need to be balanced and healthy and take care of yourself. And again, I am speaking from experience, because it was taking care of all those negative and toxic attachments that I had, and then getting very, very physically and emotionally and mentally healthy, that allowed me the capability of being able to do this and read collectively like I'm doing now. I want to say, beware of scammers. You know, if you reach out to me by email, I will respond that way, but I will not ever reach out to people directly for personal reads. I will only respond if someone requests one through my email that is on my YouTube channel and in my description for the read. Also, I want to say thank you again for all the likes, shares, and all of those people that have subscribed and given sweet comments. I truly appreciate it. This is Lady Scarlett, sending you love and light and many blessings.